Mercury is going to sextile Saturn, which isn't as hard of an aspect. It's considered one of the nice aspects, but it does provide flow, and it does provide easy energy to transpire between those two planets. So, Saturn is the greater malefic. So it would, especially if you were born at night, this is going to be a harder aspect to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Mercury's in the superior position here because it's earlier in zodiacal order, because Sagittarius is earlier than Aquarius, and it is in detriment because it's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's big thinking, whereas Mercury's concerned with, drilling down to the details. I would like to think that Saturn is strong enough to kind of lend some stability, hopefully, but, Mercury's moving fast, which is actually a good thing, but he's in detriment and he's out of bounds.
And still under the beams.
Oh, good point. Yes. Maybe thinking will be a little bit slower. Maybe thinking will be a little bit more conservative, but in a good way. Not in a negative, pessimistic, old fuddy-duddy, just kind of, maybe it's back to basics. Maybe it's, come down to earth. I don't know.
I think it's really hard to call on exactly how this is going to all happen, because it's Mercury is still opposing that Mars.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's
you still have that energy you're still dealing with. It's still hanging on.
And then, just to make things interesting, you kind of got that kind of whitish square to Neptune, and Neptune's all about fogginess. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be scheduling something that's super important to get exactly detail orientated right at this time.
It's still considered a nice aspect. A sextile is a nice aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And between Mercury and Saturn, that's not those aren't together bad planets. They're more work. I'm seeing work. I'm seeing that hard work that you need to do with Saturn and Mercury with that process.
I think that Saturn will help Mercury be a little less flighty. But yeah, Mercury's kind of prone to peer pressure. Whoever he's hanging out with will kind of exert the most influence. And I mean, he's being opposed by Mars, sextile to Saturn, but he's kind of hanging out with Venus. So maybe that will kind of temper it a little bit too. Maybe that will, because it's in Sagittarius, and I always think of Sag, they're very good at putting their foot in their mouth. That's going to kind of hopefully, make that a little less prone to upsetting others. So, yeah, we'll see. It will be an interesting day for sure.
Yes, for sure.